Good morning, all of you. I have shared my screen. I hope all are able to see my screen. Okay, fine. So we started yesterday couple of visualizations. We are in almost about to complete the all visualizations today. So the next visual is, so if you see the notepad, yesterday we covered like a ribbon chart, waterfall, scatter chart, pie chart, and donut chart. And let's try to cover today 20, 21, 23, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the next one is the funnel chart. It's very similar to Donnet or pie chart here. So we'll complete this funnel chart and then jump into the maps, then guys and KPIs. So let's see. Hopefully we can complete today. Funnel chart will not take much time. So as we covered till this pie chart and donut chart, the next one is tree map and map and field map is there. The followed by there is a concept called funnel. It is similar to the pie chart and donut chart. That's why I'm covering funnel chart now. When I click on this funnel chart, so let me increase the font little bit. Where is the font here? Data labels and the category labels. Okay, and there is a one here like percentage is there. If you see the conversion rate also, you can will understand. Okay, there is a only difference here, and top here 100% is there. The conversion rate is like 26 percentage. And if you want to font family make it as a bold, you can make it even bold. Okay, so if you see the output, right, if you see the output, go to the fields property, and there is a group here which is nothing but category fields, like based on which column we are grouping the data and what are the values you are looking for, and followed by the color saturation and tooltips. I think we no need to discuss about these two properties. Okay, so whenever I would like to see the country wise order quantity, this is what our design. So same thing, we have seen many visuals, but this is one of the visual called funnel chart. If you ask me when do you go for the funnel chart, you will comes to know within a minute. Within a minute you'll comes to know. So next one is the go to the format option. The first property is category label, which is you know already. If you disable this one, you won't get that country wise groupings column like each Australia wise and all. So the next one is data colors. If you want to show different colors for Australia, Canada, United States, something like this, yes we can. Yes, we can showcase. Enable show all colors. Now Australia also make it as a different color. Okay, and Canada make it as a different color, like your wish, whatever you comfortable, you can make it like this. So if you don't want, make it as a revert to back, and everything will be disabled data colors, only one color will be come into picture. The data labels you know already, enabled or disabled. The numbers will be displayed, like the conversion rate as I told you just now, as you can see here on the screen, there is a percentage here 26 or 100%, which is nothing but the overall. If you sum of all everything, if you take this one, the sum of all the values will give some number, right? So assume that from here to here, if it is a 100% scale, if it is a 100% scale, For France here, how much you are getting? 26 percentage. Because out of the total, maybe approximately we used to get 60,000 something, right? Out of 60,000, we are getting that this France getting only 5,000 something orders. So the percentage would be 26 percentage. Same way, for example, let's apply filter. You will understand. So I don't want to select all, but except France. Okay. So now see this one. This also nearby, and let me disable the Germany also. Let's go to the UK. Okay, 26 percentage. Now see, the percentage is changing because compared to overall, how much percentage it is? 32.4 percentage. And 1 second. Now see this one. Only one is there. Percentage is not there because now you can see the screen. It is 100% because the only one value will be there. Whenever we have multiple, let's say UK. Now see this one. Now when I keep the cursor, you will get two option. Okay, UK value, order quantity this much, percentage of the first value, percentage of the previous value. What is the meaning of this one? So it will simply compare with the against previous one is nothing but US. Is there anything first value? First also will become the previous only, I mean US only. So what are the value 6906 is coming, right? So when it compared to this value 21,000, when it compared to 21,000, how much percentage it is? So it is getting not even 50%, right? US we are getting 21,000 orders, but in UK we are getting only 6,000 orders, not even 50%. That's why we are getting only 32 percentage. So that is what about the percentage here. Now let me add one more value. You will understand. Let's say Canada. Now try to understand. When I keep the cursor here, you will understand. For Canada, I'm sorry. For UK, this is what the order quantity. When you compare to Canada with the previous one is nothing but Canada. I'm repeating. When we compare the UK value with the Canada value, which is nothing but previous one is the UK, right? So previous when I compare, I'm getting as a 90% because this is a 7,600. We are getting almost like a 7,000. So we are nearly equal to the Canada values. That is what about the previous percentage. What about the percentage of the first value? Can anyone tell me what is the first value here? Obviously US, right? US in our visual, US is the first value. When I compare 9,000 with the first value, we are getting 32,000. Sorry, 32 percentage. So now let's remove the filters. Now try to understand. So that is what about now when I compare this one, it has to compare with the previous value. When I compare the previous value, almost like a equal value. That's why 98 percentage. But when I go to the first value, it's too less. That's why it's coming as only 26 percentage. I hope it's clear. I don't want to waste any more time on this one. If you guys have any questions, ask me. So that conversion rate also, if you don't want to display, you can minimize. See this one, this 100% will be gone. Nothing else. So that is the only extra property which we get it when you go for this visual. So whenever you want to compare the previous value or whenever you want to compare against the first value, how much value we are getting, then we have to go for the, I'm sorry, then we have to go for final chat. The next one is maps. I'm taking new visual. Let's start with a simple map. For example, tree map. Let's try to understand. See, if you go for the normal map, you will get like a normal map like this. For example, I would like to see the order quantity or sales amount, whatever it may be. Okay, so nothing is coming up because whenever keep in mind, whenever you are going for the map or Google Maps or whatever it may be, the location is very, very important. First thing is you have to mention where are you trying to navigate, or you would like to see the city names or country names or state names, something like this. So remove this one, take a map, okay, and go to the country wise. Now take the country names. Anyone trying to speak? Okay. So I'm repeating, the map is nothing but, for example, I'm running business into multiple countries. So what I want is I would like to see the graphical way, like map wise. I'm extremely sorry. It seems like some connection issue. I hope now you guys can able to hear me. Now I was talking about the maps here. So let me remove it. Take the map and take the each country. So if the names are perfectly spelling is good, then automatically what will happen? You will get this kind of bubble based on the this one. Sometimes what will happen? So assume that in the country column instead of Australia, AUSTRALIA, assume there some spelling mistakes. That case, what will happen? You may not be able to recognize, right? For example, whenever entering the location, we need to pass the exact location column value. For example, Canada, Australia, India, whatever may be, in the table level. I mean to say, if you go to the table level and the values whatever showing here, the spelling should be properly there. Then only the graph should be or map should be displayed automatically. So now there is a certain cases where we will get some spelling mistakes, right? That case, what you have for each and every location, there should be latitude value and longitude value. So if you want to know more about this one, you can Google it. What is the latitude and the longitude values for each and every place? For example, if you're traveling in the airlines, or it may be your navy or whatever it may be, so they need to find out the location or direction or where are they placed, and also that kind of situation, the latitude or longitude values will really help them. Okay, what is the location they're traveling or something like this. So right now you just ignore it, but what I mean to say, for each and every location, it can be Bangalore or India or it can be any of the place. There should be certain code will be there. The one is latitude value and longitude value. If you have any columns which represent the latitude value, you can drag and drop. So that time, what will happen? Even though location will be the spelling mistake is there, then automatically based on the latitude value, longitude value, the bubble should be showcased here. Bubbles in the sense like map will be displayed based on the latitude and longitude value. I have not having any of the latitude longitude column here, so I'm just ignoring these two options. Okay. The next one is the size here. So this size already came into picture. Like I would like to increase the size or decrease the size based on my sales happening. Based on my sales happening, then what you can do, you can take the sales amount column into the size. Now see, for US we have like almost like a bigger size because of the there we have more like 9 million something like this, but Australia showing as a 9 again. When it come to UK, it's like a 3 million something. So that's why wherever the number is less, the bubble size will be very less because that is what about the like size property. Color saturation, thickness to now as of now it's showing as all like the same color, like same kind of thickness. If you want to make it as a little bit thickness to now see this one. Now these three are not at all visible, and here also there is a one which is not visible compared to these two are visible because this is the high value and high to low and low to this one. So navigation, saturation already we have discussed, and tooltip also we know it. The next one is data colors. By default, color is showing up here, and if you want to show different colors for US, you can try these options. If you want to make it as a for a uniform everywhere, you can change the default color. So color labels got disabled. You can enable this color labels, like the name of the English country name column will be displayed on top of the screen here. So you can make it different colors. Okay. Font color I will make maybe a red something. I'm sorry. The white is better. So that is what about the category labels and bubbles. Like I think transparency. I'm sorry. Like size of the bubble. If you don't like this minimum size, even you can little bit increase. And the map controls, auto zoom option. Auto zoom option means I'm using mouse right now. I'm just scrolling like little bit like this. This is called as auto zoom. If you disable this one, okay. So now this is what about the auto zoom option usually is, even if offers is working fine. Okay, okay. 1 second. Keep the cursor wherever you want to zoom it. You can zoom it. Okay, and revert to default. Disable this one. Anyhow, for my case, both are working, either auto zoom or enable or off. Also, usually whenever you can restrict without auto zooming option, also that's okay. So the next one is map controls we have seen just now, and map style. So if you don't like this one, right, even you can go for the Arial. Now it is more attractive, right? The background color will be like thickness, like a dark color. I mean to say. So the values are visible. I mean visible here. That is what about the darkness, still dark, and light colors. If you go this one, grayscale, road option. So whichever you feel comfortable, you can try this one. So background, lock, aspect, border, title, general. I'm not going to disturb any property here. Anyone has any questions? At least mention. Are you guys able to hear me now? Bharat able to hear me? Okay, fine. So the next one is it's similar to maps. Another one is the like field map is there. Field map in the sense, for example, if you go to our Indian map, right, each state they might have given the different colors. Each state they might have given a different color. so that we can easily identify our street belongs to this particular border. So we can fill here also. Let me, like, let me get into the focus mode so that we'll get the bigger space. Now convert this into filled map. Now see, now let me change the color, you will understand. For example, data colors. Oh, what is that? Okay, so now see this one. This field, wherever Australia is coming, the complete is given as a that the Australia space here. And same way, maybe your UK or US, wherever is coming up, that's giving the complete filled area. So apart from that, I don't see any of the property here. Now, as you can see here, location, legend, latitude, longitude, color saturation, and color saturation tooltip here. If you go to format options, everything will be same. Even though it's a field map, everything will be same. No need to waste the time. Just move on. Any questions till now? Either map or
Yeah, I
field
mean,
map.
I just want to know what is the difference between then both maps.
No difference, sir. Both are same maps only, but only thing is here the area will be filled. For example, one second. So, for example, where is that map? If you go to map here, so do you have anything here to find out which what is the space of what is the how much area of the Australia country here?
Okay, okay. Just show the full complete area of the
Complete
country.
country space, complete company square feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
So this going for anyone has any other questions? Is it clear, Medan now?
yes, yes, fine. You go ahead.
Okay. So there is a one more here, which is like it's called as a tree map, but it is not like a map actually, like a tree format. What is the meaning of tree format? If you see the output, you will understand. You will get as a boxes. You will get as a boxes here, and if you see here the groups and the sales amount column, color saturation, tool tips and all. If you want to, let me increase the font. You can understand. Legends enable. I don't want legend now. Data labels. Okay. So that is what about the data labels, which means the values here, and category labels now is visible. If you want to change the color formatting and all, data colors by default one have the one color. If you want to make it as a different color, you can make it. Legend in the sense like each color. If you want to know, you can enable this one. Top of here, on top of here, the for example yellow belongs to Germany. You will get this kind of legend, so you can disable that one. We have spent enough time on that one. Another one is the category labels, which is nothing but like country name properties. If you want to increase or decrease the font, you can increase it. The most important thing here, only difference is design here. If you want kind of this kind of tree kind of design, see, it's all about, if you ask me when do you go for this pie chart, when do you go for the bar chart, when do you go for this one, this is all about design, the way of presentation. So whenever you want to go for the bar chart, whenever you want to go for the pie chart, there are certain advantages. So here, let me keep the cursor. US value, UK value, Germany value, and France. So no percentages or no comparison between the multi values. It is all about just about the display the values. display the values in the tree format, nothing else. So if you want to get the more measures, then you guys know already solution. So drag and drop it under tooltip here. Now when I keep the cursor, I will get a tax amount as well. The color saturation, even sales amount, if you put under color saturation, you will get as a whichever having the more, whichever having the highest number, it is the thick colors. If you go to diversity here, what do you call that one? Data colors, the thickness and minimum color is like this. So you can change it. This one also. Little bit. Okay. Even this also you can make it as a thickness. So minimum color should be even light colors. Where is the light color? Something like this. Okay. So this color also diversing. If you disable it, you can disable it. By default, it would take it as a this one. So now I don't want anything called such thing here. Color saturation. Remove this one. If you remove the color saturation, by default, color will be taken place. The next one is background, lock aspect, border and title in general. So we are good with this one. So only pending is the funnel is done, tree map is done, and map is done, filter map is done. The only two is pending. Okay. So let's move on. I'm taking as a new one. Let's say, what is the meaning of gauge? So we have a this one. What do you call this one? We have the meters available, right? Like it can be a while riding on the bikes, there is a 80 kilometer speed or 90 speed, or even cars or vehicles. There is a speed will be there. Yes or no? For example, there is a certain limit will be there. For example, this car will go minimum 1000 cc. This bike will go only 150 cc. So 150 cc is the maximum, but we can ride in the within a cities up to 45 to 50. If out of the Bangalore, you can go minimum 80-90 speed also. So one thing is very clear here, that is there should be certain target should be there. What is my target? For example, assume that I am the salesperson. I am the salesperson. So for a day, I need to get the 10 orders minimum. How many orders? Minimum 10 orders I need to get it. But someday I can get like 10 plus. Someday I can get only 5 orders, or someday I will get the only 7 orders. So based on their like what is the target value, what is the current value, if you want to highlight those two of things, then we need to go for the Gauss report. Okay. So where is the Gauss here? Now, as you can see here, is showing as a value and minimum value, max value, target value, tooltips. It is nowhere mentioning take the category wise or lessened or groups or access. Is nowhere. It's not required, because see what is my target and what is my current value. That's it. So now assume that I'm taking. I would like to analyze my sales amount or order quantity, whatever it may be. Order quantity. So by default, as you could see here, is going for 60,000. Let me take the one. I will enable the border for this one. I'm taking one more like a card here. Let's say order quantity. Now see this one, the 60K is displaying. Or if you want to make it as the actual number, this also make it as a, I'm sorry. Why it is not moving? Data labels. Okay, so data labels is taking as a like a minimum and max value 0 and 30k. If you make it as a none, see this one, this is what taking by default starting value 0 and is going up to 1,20,000. We are not setting anywhere, nowhere we are setting the minimum value and max value. So my target is 1,20,000, but I'm getting 60k, 60,000. Let's wait a minute. Still we are in the discussion of this one. Now, what is the value is nothing but what is the value you are trying to see on the screen. That is what about the value. Now, if you go to the formatting here, where is I want like to display this one, the sellout value background log aspect of border, the target here. I am not sure, I'm missing here. I would like to change the 60k into 60,000, like 60398. Okay, let's see. So the first and foremost thing you have to understand, when you analyze the any one value, it will showcase the bar will be, the graph will be filled this one from starting this blue colors and all. This is filled only this much because my target is 1,20,000, but I got only 60,000. Now let's say, are we mentioning anywhere like what is my target here? No, right? So then what you can do, there is a one
No.
column here. There is a one column here, the target value. Okay, so if you have the any target value column, you can drag that column into here, but that is not always right. So some people will have target, some people may not be having target, but still you can apply on demand target. Let's say my target is like a 70,000. My target is 70,000. I want to customize, I don't want to go 1,20,000. I would like to change this value. So then go to the format option here. Now gaze axis, listen carefully. That is the minimum value, max value, target value. All three are showing as a text boxes. Why it is coming as a text boxes? Now listen carefully. When I say target, now after a few minutes target will not come. Let's say my target is something called tax amount. I'm sure it is wrong. I'm sure it is a wrong value. Now go to the format option. Now see, target is not coming. So one thing I would like to highlight here, if you're taking any of the column values, sorry, any of the field values from the any of the column, then it will not allow you to enter the manual values. So let's say if I'm not, let's drag it into minimum value. Okay, so now see this one, the minimum is not disappearing here, I mean minimum is not displaying here. So let's say I'm not pausing any value. Let's say I don't have any minimum value, I don't have any minimum max value, I don't have any target value. Then go to format option, enable the max target, let's say 70,000. Now see, we got a one like one kind of indicator is coming here. Indicator is, I got it. It's showing as a 70,000. So out of 70,000, I got 60k. Almost we are near. Then you might be thinking, what is the need of having this one? Can we reduce this one? Yes, it's a max value, right? It's a max value. This is the minimum value. We can reduce it. What is it? So now let's say I'm setting as a max value is like 80,000 only. Now see, overall, the goal is like not goal. It is a overall map. How do you want to display on the map here? Guess here. Start from the 0, go till up to 80k. And also I'm setting some target here 70,000. So I'm reached here. Still this is what you can analyze. I'm sorry. So this space would be the gap here. So till now, or let me finish this one, then I will give it time to ask the questions. So now go to the formatting option. The gauge axis you know already, and minimum value also you can set it. For example, if you say 1,000 or 10,000, the 10,000 graph will starts. So it is not a good practice. Always make it from 0. Now data colors you know already. Target is showing as this one, right? So this color also you can make it. so red color. And that is what about data labels, disable or enable. Data label means that the 0, this one, this 80k and 0k, these values will be disappeared here. So that is what about this data labels. And target, what is the target here? This one 70,000, right? So make it as a display and it should be none, actual number. Now this is a more visible now. That is what about the target value and the sellout value. Okay, this is what I'm trying from the beginning. So this is what called as sellout. How much sellout in the sense like what is the actual values we are getting, and display make it as a none. And the decimal values, if you want like a decimal, so you can increase or decrease the decimals. It's auto counting, right? We no need to have the decimal values. The background lock aspect, border, title, and the general. So before going into the last one, KPI, anyone has any questions here? Okay, perfect. At least tell me, able to hear me? Can we color the region means? Abhay, tell me what is the region? What you are trying to ask? Hello? Other region, and which is in white colors. You mean to say you want to give different color for this one? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, but actually in Excel we can put this in three colors like blue, yellow, and
Yeah, yeah.
green sometimes.
Excel we can customize actual value, target value, goal value. Not only Excel, even other reporting tool also we can customize. But one second, let me check here. So the gauge axis,
Okay.
nothing is there. Data colors, the fill we can change it. Whatever filled one, revert to default. So I mean, last month we don't have that feature, and the data labels color, like this is different. Whatever the labels showing up here. This is what the target. Do we have any color here? These are like a font colors. These are like a font colors. Sellout value color. And what else we have at lock aspect? This is different. No, but even still we are waiting for that feature.
Okay. Okay.
So I thought of introducing maybe in the couple of recent months, but still no feature is available. As we know already, the Power BI is like still developing too. But I'm sure you can expect this very soon. The last one is the KPIs, key performance indicator. This KPI is also okay. So similar to the comparison only. For example, in the GAS report, what we have done, what is the target value, what is the current value, right? So here the full form of the KPI is key performance indicator, key performance indicator, not indicator, I'm sorry. key performance indicator. So the key performance indicator. So what will happen? Same, it is also used to compare the two values. It is also similar to guess, but not exactly. We have like target value and actual value, right? When I go to here also, you have to very careful here. What is the indicator means? What is the value you're trying to display on the screen, and what is the trend analysis and target goals here. Now, let's say simple example. I'm buying something. I bought one product for 100 rupees, 100 rupees, and I'm sold to like 150 rupees. Okay. And compared to actual product cost, the sales amount will be higher than the trend would be, should be like towards up, or should be the green color, something like this. Let's say I bought it like a 100 rupees, but I sold only for again like 110 rupees, 110 rupees. Then trend is up only, towards green color, up only. For example, if you sold it to 90 rupees, then that will be like something should be red color, or the trend should be bottom, or something like this. Those kind of indicators we can achieve by using the key performance indicators. But as I told you, we have very limited feature in the KPI here at the moment, but at least we'll try to understand. Okay, so I'm sure if you practice one example, you will get to know what is the KPIs and all visualizations. So let's say, as I told you, I'm just trying to compare the sales amount value, okay, and against the total product cost. Okay, the trend analysis should be again sales amount only. Okay, I'm repeating once again. When I say indicator, sales amount and target value, I'm trying to compare the both the values, and still I could display the sales amount only on the screen now. Now, if you want to understand better here, enable the border, and I'm trying to increase the font here. It is not appearing. Okay, fine. So I'm taking two cards now. One for total product cost. The another one for sales amount. Sales amount, and okay. So this is what actual this one. So now try to understand. I'm taking the total product cost and sales amount. I'm trying to compare both of them. So if you see clearly, for example, I don't know how to explain here. Now look at the values. 29 million, 29, 29 lakhs a million, what out maybe. 29 minus 17. So 29 minus 17, if you see this one, we are getting almost like this one. It's supposed to display as a difference between these two, difference between these two, and the goal is, what is the goal here we set here, based on which field we are setting the goal here, target goals, total product cost, total product cost here. And now if you see this one, it is like, like percentage is there, the green color is showing, because if you go to here, a trend axis, sorry, indicate, I'm extremely sorry, thousands, better we go for the thousands. Data labels, the values are more, it's difficult for us to understand. Okay, now $5,000 here, and $29,000 and $17,000. The difference between those two is this month. And if you see the here bottom, there is a goal option here. There is a number, small numbers, 3,367. So now Where is that property? The wrap text is okay. Category labels, the color. I'm sorry, I'm not selecting this one. Trend axis is on. See, trend axis is nothing but the bottom. There is a little bit. This graph is going right. Graph is going based on the trend. So that is what about this one. But there is one property which I need to display. Okay, this goal, as if you want to disable the goal, or this one. And distance, what is the meaning of distance? What is the, like, are we compared to this sales amount and product cost value, are we getting more sales or less sale? That is what about this plus 64%, plus 64. 1 second. Now let me change the low is a good here. Low is a good means we can see this one, bad color is the red color, neutral color is this one, and good color will be the green color. Now when I say whenever we get in the good, high is a good means the green color will come into picture, because we color coded good color is a green color. So when I say low is a good color, so the color is a little bit saturated because of the values. It is not a too low, it is like a neutral color, neutral to the, that's why the color is going as a, if you go as a low as a good. So by default we need to go with the high is a good color. Okay, then only you will get this one. But if you see here, we don't have much properties and all. For example, we can't write any expressions at the moment. We can't write any expressions at the moment. And come to indicators, so we don't have like much more indicators and all. Like if you want to change it, if you want to increase the font also, I was expecting font here, even I'm not able to increase this goal and all. So that is what about this one. If you change the colors, still you can change it. Still you can change the colors whichever you feel comfortable, lower color, upper color. But as of now, it is not that much effective. To be honest, the KPIs not that much effective compared to other reporting tools.
Yeah. I mean, can we see that why the trend is up and down? Like whether it is showing in the month or yearly, or how we can decide that the
That one
fluctuation.
we can take the any of the attributes. For example, country wise, English country region name. Trend axis. 1 second. So I would like to compare sales amount with the total cost, right? So then, so here we cannot, display the country wise, the KPIs here. So see this
At
one.
least I want to know what is the x-axis and the y-axis.
See here, no x-axis and no y-axis. Please, I'm just comparing this column values with this column values. Let's say I bought product for the 100 rupees. Maybe I sold it to 150 rupees. The trend should display here. What is the difference? And green color. That's it. Only that much only available at the moment. Okay. Is it clear, Midan?
Uh, I think nothing. I mean, no use of it. In this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as of now is not nothing much, but yeah. So, yeah, but you were asking something. What is that? Can we compare month on month data? No, this is not the right place to compare month on month data. We have DAX expressions. What is the last month sales amount, this month sales amount? We can discuss over there. Okay then, so we are good with all the KPIs, maybe except one or two. One is like what do you call this one? This R programming. Whoever very good at the R programming, they can write the coding here, and they can integrate even more visuals with this our Power BI visuals. But anyhow, so I'm not good at R, to be honest. Okay. So as per our schedule, the next topic would be tomorrow is gone. All pending topics. The edit queries, edit queries, followed by Power BI service. Okay. So let's say if you have anyone who has any questions, what it edit queries, I will take only 1 minute of time. So once report is ready, or you want to filter some data, or you want to some apply some group by columns, or you want to add it, you want to join the two tables, or you want to append, you want assume that you have a two Excel file, one file having 100 records, another file having 200 records, you want to append both the files. All kind of manipulations can be done within the edit queries. All the kind of manipulations can be done within the edit queries. So I don't want to waste the time by another 5 or 10 minutes of time, which is no use. So let's start the topic very fresh tomorrow morning. And I'm closing now. If you have, I mean, anyone has any questions, you can ask me, or else we can go to drop.